How about you? I'm Hank. Welcome to Hamiltonville Farm. I got Wiley with me today. What's up, bud?
Hey, good morning.
What we doing?
We out looking for a deal.
I know it, right? Let me show y'all what we're looking at. We got several pieces we want to show you today, but looking at some parts machines, obviously. You think we can get this one cranked up?
Now, we would be good if we could do
Man, I'm telling you what, but this one obviously caught on fire. It looks like an old Deere skidder of some sort, and it was fell victim to some heat stress. And then there's a tiger cat over there that's got some issues too, but we're gonna talk about that here in a minute. But people look at this and they see a rusted out piece of equipment that's, you know, no longer good to use, but we don't see that, do we?
No, just those are Swedes or Swede axles, and those are about $12,000.
Yeah, and
probably 25 new, 30 new.
Yeah.
You probably can't even get them.
Yeah, so I mean that's why you come out and you kind of scavenge around these kind of places, because that rear end, or that axle I should say, is it's probably a good piece of equipment that someone could put on their good logging machine and have it work out for them. But I mean, there's all kind of things that you can still salvage, blades and pins and whatever you can salvage off this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, right. It's a lot of it, a lot of sheet metal.
Yeah, sheet metal. Well, I don't think we've ever worked on one that had bad sheet metal on it.
How much is aluminum bringing a pound? We got some melted down for the foundry. The John Deere was a 648L.
Oh, that burnt one?
Yeah.
Okay.
The newer model, probably at least a 15 or above model.
Yeah.
And this is a 620C. Now, it could be anywhere from an 07 to a, I don't know, maybe an 11, 12.
Right.
It's got the John Deere axles. There's plenty of those out there. But some of those axles on these Tiger Cats are super expensive. You can tell it really didn't burn as bad as that other.
Right.
Just like it went to the cab and the engine. They got it put out pretty fast.
Yeah, that's right. But they've got both axles still intact.
Still got
here.
both axles under it. They've robbed some grapple parts, which is normal cylinders and stuff like that.
Right.
Did he tell you how this one caught on fire?
Well, he did actually, and it's the craziest story you've ever heard in your entire life. The actual guy, the driver of this machine, just came back from lunch from Taco Bell and blowed a hole in the seat and caught the upholstery on fire. Oh no!
Stop it.
I'm gonna edit that part out.
Stop it.
Let's go look at some of the good equipment we're out here scouting for potential clients and customers. Saw blade on that thing. Good Lord.
Yeah, that's a ground saw.
A ground saw.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a big chunk of metal, ain't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a handy chunk of metal too.
Yes, sir.
Save a man from being on the ground.
Yeah, here's the blade in this thing. Our blade. Here's the chain and the saw. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said blade.
Bar.
Yeah, the bar and chain there.
Yeah.
So Wiley, let me ask you something. Who is the best customer for this piece of equipment? Who's the ideal customer?
We was cutting natural tin. Or cutting wood. See that pine right there?
Yes, sir.
He would just cut it. He would cut him like 16/6 logs out
No,
of it.
well, I'm sorry. So who, like a guy with one crew, a guy with 4 crews, a guy that does just pulpwood, what?
Yeah, one crew.
Yeah. And how do they transport this into the woods?
Set it on the knuckle bone.
Okay.
There's room between the neck and
Gotcha.
they bind it down. They usually make frames, but it keeps a man from being on the ground, and they merchandise this timber a lot better, and it saves you a man on the ground.
Gotcha.
And the delimbers on it, you know, strips of delimber, they throw it in there and they cut it to length. I don't know, what do you think that is, 12?
Probably, yeah.
Something?
Yeah, probably.
And then they have measurements out there, and he just sits up there and whacks at it.
Has at it, huh?
Yeah.
There you go. Are we going to look at that skidder?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Wiley, there's a lot of equipment here. We got a couple more pieces to look at, but this is a 848H double arch, ain't it?
That's right. That's that dual arch grapple.
Okay, yeah. We talked about that in a previous video and stuff.
And I'll get on there and operate it, and I'll show you how you can get it out and do that. It's got some wear in it. Looks like you could tell they've used it, but it's in good shape. Those are 35.5s.
Okay.
Tires, them are some huge tires.
Boy, yeah, I'm telling you. So some people will ask, you know, why are we looking at all this equipment at this same location? Well, the guy's getting out of the logging business. Let me tell you all this story right quick. There's a mill out in Parker, Florida, or Springfield, Florida, that is going out of business. and it's got 450-ish, 500 employees, 400, 500 employees, and it's closing its doors. And so there's a lot of outfitters out here that are literally just closing shop. Now this particular company, it's got a few crews out. We're going to go back to those machines in a minute, but so he's actually getting rid of his logging equipment, and he's going to pivot his business model, and he's going to get into the land site development type business. So he's going to go do some site work for maybe people like Dollar General or other type of places where he can go build pads or just do some land clearing, excavation type work. So this is how he's adjusting to the fact that that business or that plant or that processing plant is closing. Hence, he's getting rid of all his equipment. You hate to see, this guy's been logging for, golly, his 2, 3, 4 generations, and a plant closure will do that to you sometimes, I guess.
Also, Hank, the 400 or 500 people that's directly employees of the mills,
right,
but there's no telling how many thousands
of
the outlayers it affects.
Well, it's called the ripple effect, like you throw a stone in the water and all those ripples. Yeah, man.
Probably had 50 producers hauling in there and 4 people to that's 200. Then you had all of the drivers and you had all of the people that was supplying the trucks with fuel. It just affects many people.
Yeah, buddy.
And businesses and small businesses.
That's right. Yeah. Jump up in there. Don't fall down. We'll go viral.
This ain't got a whole man handle.
You let me get on my hands and knees and you get on my back.
Stop it. Oh, mercy.
All right, there's your some
That's
water
a long way from the ground.
That's a nice machine, ain't it?
Yeah, let's see what this thing. 14,662 hours.
There you go.
Air conditioning, AM, FM radio. Got that air conditioner. See if this thing will start. I bet it does.
Bet it does.
First time in 14 years. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We're running through the gears here, Hank. Make sure they're all there. We're loading now. All the forwards there. Try reverse. 1R. Now just always let the blade down, and I check that front cradle, and you'll hear it thump here. Pin, see what they're doing. See the movement? Lots of movement.
Especially on bottom.
I can feel it, yeah. The blade pin seems tight, but it's loose. Good running machine. So you can just bring that grapple right to you with this dual function. And notice how high to go. That's what people like about them, what loggers like about them anyway. So that's about it. Air conditioner blowing cold. That is your 848H John Deere dual function grapple skidder.
There you go. Let's go look at that knuckle boom they got over there.
Well, that's like a almost new.
Yeah, that thing's crazy. Wanna go check it out?
Yeah.
Now, Wally, these over here are, we actually looked at them earlier today, but
Yeah.
this probably ain't gonna happen with these two.
Well, I think he has somebody coming from
Right.
Arkansas to purchase these, so I'm not going to bother running them.
Yeah.
But this is a 648L. It's the next model above the H. That H is, they quit making them like in halfway.
You sure
Might be a 748L.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw 7. That's
Yeah.
a 6.
Yeah. And it's, they made the H's and they come to the L's. And now they're on the L2s.
Yeah. What was the latest one that you ran when you were in logging?
Oh,
Oh, you
a G3. We were poor loggers.
yeah. Well, you were.
I was born a poor logger.
not
I
a-
was born a child of a poor logger.
What a child of the. You not the they weren't Franklin's. What was the one?
Well, there was some Franklins.
Franklin's,
The last one
yeah.
I run was a John Deere. When I was a kid, we was running
Franklin's.
Franklin's.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's 748 there and a 648 here.
648 3
Oh,
L.
643.
L.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's the cutter machine.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, a little different front end on this. Huh?
Yeah, it's got a disc saw head. Just run through that tree in just
Oh yeah.
half a second.
Yeah,
The
man.
faster you drive through it, accumulates them over there,
Yep.
puts about 7 or 8 in there, and then piles them up for that skidder to come. And
Listen, I'm so proud of you, Wiley. I didn't know you knew what accumulate meant. You.
like you accumulate weight.
I may have. Listen, I'm storing because I heard of
Well,
the
it's
food
accumulating,
shortages.
ain't stored and accumulating the
Yeah,
same.
that's right. Yeah, the food shortages are coming up.
But I think here they all, Hank, all of them had trouble right here breaking the ears. Look at that thin piece of metal. They're just so strong. Look at the size of that.
Oh yeah.
And probably about 4 skids. He could grapple full now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's got a load of wood.
Crazy, ain't it?
Yeah.
I love this machine. Let's go look at this log loader. I ain't never seen a clean one, Wiley.
Ain't that the truth?
Man, that thing looks nice.
14 months old.
Is that right? Is that
Yeah.
what he said?
That's what he said.
That's awesome, dude.
Look at that eyesight in that. I mean that sight glass.
Yeah.
You can finally see oil in one, can't you?
This thing's making oil. Yeah, this is a nice machine here.
It's got 2,250 hours.
Okay.
There's like a chef full of beanie weenies and Vienna sausage up there that the operator would eat.
That looks a little different than what I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, he said that was a bigger D-lemmer, had a longer
yes,
bar.
Yes. That's why it's bigger than
Yeah.
what. Yeah. I got you. Okay. CSI.
Yeah, and
There's
these
the bar.
knives right here on the bottom are usually the wear out first, and that one's wore pretty good.
I see that.
But it's about halfway home.
Yeah. There's the bar up there. It said the bar is about. Why? That bar is probably a foot or two longer than the.
Yeah,
Yeah, a little longer. I don't know how that's on
right,
it.
it is longer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
And it
man.
swivels on this bearing. Hydraulic cylinders are lifted up and down. Used to you had kickstands, and that
yeah.
makes it so much
When
better.
we sold that white Peterbilt, the log loader
Yeah.
had kickstands on
That's
it.
right.
Yeah. You know what? Wow, this is fun stuff, man. This is good stuff.
This is a real nice loader too.
Man, I'm telling you, it
Look
is.
at the cab.
Yeah.
It's like brand new.
Tinted glass. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with this thing.
And see, here's your buck saw hookups, like you was talking about, asking about that saw.
Yeah.
That's what it hooks to.
Gotcha.
And the operator would set it right here. He'd set it to the side, and as he run it through the delimber, he'd swing around there and cut what logs he could off of it, put the rest in the putwood pile.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
Well, Hank, I'm going to run some numbers on it. He's got customers coming in from Arkansas and South Florida to look at his stuff.
All right.
I don't know if we can compete with him because we got to buy it and resell it. So he's got end users coming.
Right.
If he doesn't do any good, we're going to see if we can get together on a package deal.
Okay. Just keep everybody posted, won't we?
We'll keep everybody up to date.
I mean, that's it. You know, all you can do is make offers, and either the seller will say yes or no.
That's right.
You know, it's not a very complicated process.
It's not a complicated process.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a smart man.
Yeah, you ain't got to be the head cashier at the Walmart to figure that one out.
No, you don't.
Yeah, that's right. So, hey, listen, we appreciate you guys watching. Take care. God bless you guys.